morning. Okay, we have a Sunday foodie gang breakfast. You're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank, Season 4, Episode 19. So we are just chugging along, and I got a lot of stuff here. Some of the stuff is I have so much stuff here that I can't even fit into the camera. Okay, if you were here last night, I definitely have my coffee, y'all. If you were here last night, we made a fruit salad. We cut up some cantaloupe. I have some bananas here. I have this Greek yogurt here that is blueberry. I have not tried this brand, so we're going to try it together. I also have a blueberry bagel. Orange juice, and then I also have my coffee. So we got a lot of stuff here, food again. We're gonna be chilling out. We're gonna eat our food. Shout out to the members and the moderators. Yeah, check out last night's episode when we were prepping in the kitchen. It was a great episode. I have caramel flavored coffee, and then in my coffee I have French vanilla creamer and then sugar in the raw, so a little bit of cane sugar. So we're gonna just be chilling now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I am just waking up, and when I wake up in the morning, it takes me a while before I get hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be up for like 2 hours, and then I have my laptop here. I'm gonna pull up the chat. Pull up the chat. But yeah, when I wake up in the morning, it takes me a while before I actually like feel hungry. I normally will start the day, you know, with some water or coffee, sometimes tea. But I was drinking tea for like every day because I started time for tea, and my mouth was like permanently dry, and so I need to start drinking iced tea. That's what need to do. All right. Yes, the cantaloupe is looking good. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna make this live chat members only. I'm gonna lock y'all out. Sorry. I don't know why my lives keep doing this. Weird. Oh, thank you so much, Sierra. Thank you so much. But yes, I feel like my YouTube is like been glitching a lot lately. And I'll have my live stream set up. And then what will happen is it'll make a new one. Oh, son, you didn't do nothing wrong. See now, son? Okay, son. Son came with the $25. He said, wow, what did I do? You guys did not do anything, and thank you so much, son. You didn't do nothing. I was gonna make the live chat members only for the members, but because it's weird. It says AED and then it says Son on there also. But because Son hit us with the $25 starting it off, what we're going to do is I'm going to do another live stream later with my daughter, and I'm going to make that one members only. But subscribe to my YouTube channel. So yes. Members, I'm going to make the next live stream I do members only with my daughter. I'll make that one members only. So when you're in the chat, be on your best behavior. And y'all put some hearts in the chat for AED. It's so weird because I feel like YouTube is doing this thing. And Sierra said, "Oh, I'm not a member. Oh, it's okay. I'm not gonna lock you out. I'm not gonna lock you out anymore. I changed my mind because we got the sponsorship on the board. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a celebration live stream with my daughter, and I'm gonna make that one members only. But we are having breakfast. Let me pull the chat up over here because it's going kind of fast. So let me pull it up on my laptop so I can read the chat because." Y'all is what time is it where y'all at? It's 8:52. I'm in Alaska. Let me know what time it is where you watching from. Oh my goodness. Again, he said thanks. P.S. Sorry. Not dollars though. I'm not that rich. What currency is what currency are you sending? And where are you from? Yeah, let us know, let us know, let us know. Okay, so I gotta update some things on this live stream. Like I said, YouTube is glitching. Okay, so I gotta update some things on this. And my hair is sticking up. Why you didn't tell me? Okay, AED. What currency is that? I'm very curious to know. Okay, I know I got y'all flipped on the chat over here. I am in Alaska. That's why this channel is called 907 Good Eats. Sierra said Texas 1152. Oh my goodness, y'all is out in the building. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. But we're having breakfast and we have got a lot of stuff going on. So, fruit salad, cantaloupe, bananas, blueberry bagel with cream cheese. And I have this Greek yogurt that I was in the store and this woman recommended that I buy this Greek yogurt. So we're going to try it together. We're going to see what it's hitting for. And let me pull up. My chat is stuck. But what currency is that? Okay, Sun OP. Okay, YouTube is doing this weird thing where it's going by people's username. But what currency is that? What currency is AED? Okay, so when it converts to American money, we're at 2043. Y'all put some hearts or some money signs or some banks in the chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Sun OP. Okay, y'all got up in here quick. What y'all doing up? So we're gonna try a little bit of this fruit salad, and I still gotta post the recipe. Okay, so what happened is I had a live stream set up already. YouTube created a new live stream for me. I don't know why though. So everything that I had a title and everything. But I haven't been having a lot of trouble with StreamYard, YouTube, all of it. But we are still here. They ain't gonna stop what we got going on. Okay? And I'm not gonna lock you out because the Sun OP came through. I'm gonna make the next live stream I do, the one I do with my daughter, the celebration live stream. I'm going to make that one members only. Okay, so this is Sunday Foodiegang breakfast, kitchen talk with Chef Big Bang. Look, I don't know what is going on with YouTube, but that's okay. And thank you hey Stanley, how are you doing? Stanley said, hey Chef. Brooke said, Jesus loves you. Yes, he sure does. How are you doing, Veronica? How are you doing? Okay, we're off to a rough start, but y'all made it better. Shout out to Sun OP for coming through with the 2043. Thank you so much. And like I said, this is Sunday Foodiegang breakfast. We made fruit salad. We cut up some cantaloupe last night. I have a bagel here, Greek yogurt in the bag, orange juice. I got some orange juice here, and I got some coffee. And this is episode 19, I believe. How is everybody's doing? Veronica said, "You're looking so smart." Do I look smart? Thank you. I'll take that compliment. I don't want to look dumb, so I'll take that compliment. I will take that one. I look smart. Okay, okay. And if y'all see me looking off, I have my laptop here. And I am reading the chat. And I'm also updating some things on this live stream because YouTube is doing something weird. I set up a live stream. It creates a whole new one every time. It's crazy. Thank you so much. So it says, I am black woman, beautiful, magic, intelligent, resilient, love, innovative, powerful, influential, and unapologetic. You know, I got this shirt on Amazon. Y'all got some weird names. But yeah, YouTube is going by people's handles, or like, yeah, their handles, like their ad sign. And it's kind of weird. But it's not going by the channel name specifically. But I was getting ready to lock y'all out. I was going to make this members only. But shout out to Summer Peak. Dirty, what you talking about, Dirty? He said, who name? Laugh out loud. No, I'm saying YouTube is going by people's, you know how it has like the handle, like the ad sign now? It didn't have that before. It used to have the name of your channel. And now it's it's different. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, let me update the thumbnail on this live stream too. This is Sunday Foodiegang Breakfast. We normally do this live stream on Saturday. But, I ain't even gonna talk about it. I ain't even gonna tell y'all. I ain't gonna talk about it. Oh, Dirty Glitz said uncensored my brother. Are you for real? Is that really your brother in real life, or you playing? And now that I have my laptop here, I can look at y'all channels and see what y'all look like, okay? I don't always have my laptop every time, but I got my laptop today. So, Dirty Glitz, he says, yeah, for real, are you the older or younger brother? And thank you so much. I was going to say the last part, but I don't know. 860. I was going to call you something else. I was reading it too fast. But y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're almost at 6K and counting. And Dirty Glitch, I got to look at... Do you have a picture of yourself? You know what? I have never seen your brother in real life. I have just heard the voice. And thank you so much, Miller. Thank you so much. But I have never seen him in real life. And so hopefully you got a picture. Because I only saw a leg. Let's see. Okay, but I have been having some streaming issues when I was on StreamYard. And my StreamYard keep going down all dirty. Dirty, I feel like you might be uncensored. And you playing games. What? What? Okay, so we got a lot of stuff going on here. We got fruit salad, Greek yogurt, a bagel. I'm gonna take a bite of this bagel. Y'all like bagels? I don't know, Dirty. I don't know. Ooh, Stanley said I love onion or everything bagels. You know what? When I eat everything bagels, it has to be like on a savory sandwich. It can't just be by itself. But when I lived in Portland, we used to have Einstein Bros, and they have like so many different kinds of bagels. Do y'all have a bagel shop near where you guys live? Hey Dan, I have been having an issue with my StreamYard, so I don't know. I kind of wanted to do, and shout out to Dan, the breaking news man. Um, I kind of wanted to do a live today, but I'm not sure. And what I was gonna talk about is alligator Alcatraz. Okay, we got the laptop out. We got the moderators here. We are going to get you up out of here if you're talking crazy. I was struggling at first, so I couldn't get y'all, but now I can. I got the laptop. Okay. So, Dan, I am not sure. I wanted to do one today, but what's going on with my stream? I'm going to try to reset my internet. My computer doesn't need any updates. I'm going to see if maybe my Windows does. I don't know. But what keeps happening is it keeps kicking me out of StreamYard when I try to share a video. Or, yeah, it'll kick me out. So, I don't know if we're going to do multiple or if we're going to do a StreamYard live today. I don't know. It's to be announced. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. Okay, so what type of bagels do y'all like? And I would say I've done hundreds of streams on StreamYard and never have had any issues. I would say like the past 2 weeks I have been having a lot of issues, but I do still think it's a good platform. But what I will say is I heard that, hey Blaze, I heard that Google maybe like owns StreamYard, but it's like the past 2 weeks I've been having issues with StreamYard. Other than that, it's been good. I've done hundreds of live streams. So this is not a slander on StreamYard. I'm just saying it's just going crazy. Dan said, I'm going to get going on the free StreamYard version. I'll keep you posted on when I get that. Yes, and there are other YouTubers that are using StreamYard and do not have issues like I do. So I don't know what's going on. And Blaze came in ready to smoke, y'all. He got the knives ready. He ready to chop one of y'all, put y'all on the chopping block, cut y'all off the picture. He said, which one of these fools was talking crazy, pointing them out? Y'all remember that song? Point them out, point them out. But Blaze already got rid of them. But we gotta be on watch. Okay, so this live stream was going to be members only, right? But something happened with YouTube and it created a whole new live stream. When I do Ava's celebration live stream, that will be members only, okay? And thank you so much, 7704. Stanley said, honestly, Chef, I prefer savory bagels too. Salmon or lox with garden vegetable Philadelphia cream cheese or homemade compound cream cheese, sometimes toasted. What is homemade compound cream cheese? I've never heard of that before. So I love me some bagel sandwiches. You know what's so good when you do turkey, egg and cheddar cheese on a plain bagel is so good. And you put a little bit of that cream cheese on there. So good. Did y'all know? I don't know if y'all McDonald's is doing this in y'all area, but McDonald's has a bagel sandwich now. They got a bagel sandwich. Like, and you know what? Taco Bell is selling chicken nuggets now. I'm like, what is going on here? But I heard the Taco Bell chicken nuggets are good. I have not tried them yet. I may have to so I can tell y'all about it. But Taco Bell is selling chicken nuggets now. And if you notice, everywhere is selling chicken nuggets, in my opinion. It's kind of like strange. But y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the channel as well. Shout out to Sun O Peak for the 2043. And the currency said it was AED. So I'm going to have to look that up. One time, Blaze was here, so he knows, he remembers this. One time, the sponsor of the show was SpongeBob SquarePants. And SpongeBob SquarePants was actually in the Netherlands. So when he sent the money... Okay, AED is United Arab Emirates. Ooh, y'all gonna get mad at me. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. United Arab Emirates. Let me get a sound. Let me have YouTube pronounce this. Because I cannot say it. AED is the Emirati Dirham currency of the United Arab Emirates. Okay. We're gonna have YouTube pronounce it for us. Because I know I didn't say it right. There's actually a chef, dang, I cannot remember his name, but he wears a green chef coat and he makes really good, he works in a bakery. And he is in the same place. And he makes really amazing food. He'll be making croissants, all type of bread. Like, it's amazing what he be making. Okay, I'm going to type it in on YouTube and we're going to look up how to pronounce it. We're going to learn together, Foodiegang. Okay, here we go.
We are looking at how to pronounce these names, as well as how to say more interesting country names that too many mispronounce. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel if you enjoy learning about correct pronunciations. How do you say it? United or United? In American English, Arab Emirates.
Okay, United Arab Emirates. Ooh, I just learned it and I still can't say it right. Let me go back. We're gonna learn.
United. In American English, Arab Emirates.
United Arab Emirates. Okay, that is who sponsored the show, and that is the currency that was sent over. Let me try to pronounce the name of their actual currency. Y'all, this is what I do for my Oh, and Stanley said, by the way, bagels are not hard to make at home. Yeah, don't they like boil them or something like that? I've never tried to make them at home. Make sure y'all subscribe to my new channel. Time for tea at 907 Good Eats. Let me I'm gonna pin my cash app to the top. This is fun with the computer out, because now I can look up stuff. Hey sis, what's going on, sis? Okay, we was up last night talking about anti-massy. I did make that video members only, just because of the glitching that is going on with StreamYard. But it was weird when I did not try to share a video, it stopped the glitching. So I don't know what that was about. I guess they don't want me to share a video. They want me to make my own content. It's kind of what it's looking like. What you mean, sis? And then okay, so Stanley, what is a homemade compound cream cheese? What is that? And yes, I made the second one and the first one members only. Because I don't like how it was glitching. And I wanted to share videos and I couldn't do that. It made me so mad because, like, when you are able to share a video, you can really, like, you know what I'm saying? My chat was stuck. And then, Blaze said, Lord, that fruit looks good. Can a brother borrow strawberry? You can have all this, Blaze. You guys, when I prepped out the fruit last night, I had a lot of fruit salad. I have a big old bowl in the fridge. A big old bowl in the fridge of fruit. So, y'all gonna see this fruit salad in the next couple of live streams. Oh, okay, so y'all support the channel. Cash out, spin to the top. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, so Stanley said kind of like a compound butter, but cream cheese. I might not be using the right term for it. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense actually. Have you guys ever made a compound butter? You take softened butter and you mix herbs, spices into it, whatever type of seasoning blend you want. You will commonly see it being used for like steakhouses. When you make steak, you make a little compound butter. But Stanley is saying you can do that with cream cheese, which I never thought about. Stanley, what are some of the things that you put in the cream cheese? Oh, okay. So Stanley said, right, cream cheese. Okay, so you do the same. Oh, you know what? I never thought to do that. I always get like plain cream cheese, or I'll get the strawberry one sometimes. Ooh, Stanley said rosemary dill. Stanley, I know you be eating good. I could just tell from the way you be talking. I know you be eating good. So we got fruit salad, cantaloupe, bananas, bagel, got a little bit of cream cheese, y'all. And we're going to be sitting up here chilling and talking, okay? Y'all don't come up in here trying to rush me, trying to make me hurry up and eat. You remember that show, Don't Be a Menace, where the Asian lady was like, hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. I feel like that's what y'all be trying to make me do. Some of the new people, they be like, why you not eating? Hurry up. Once I eat all this food, then we gotta go. Okay, so I was gonna look up how to pronounce the currency, because I did pronounce the United Arab Emirates. That is the name of the country, but the name of the currency is different. And the reason why I'm looking this up, because shout out to Son of Pete, the sponsor of the show, when he sent the money, it said it wasn't American currency, but it was weird because like their currency is like, it was like $50, but it can convert to like 10. It was something like that. So, you know, one of the cool things about YouTube is that you're able to send different currencies. We would never know some of these currencies. It used to be dinars in UAE. When did they change that? Or what? Was there a reason? And then, Sally said, I spent 30 days in Abu Dhabi, UAE. And, look, I'm going to ask y'all this question. I don't want y'all to judge me because I really don't know. I don't know a lot of people from this region of the world. Is Dubai in the UAE or is that somewhere else? So I really want to know. This is a learning experience for everybody. Okay, this is how to pronounce the currency.
Emirati dirham.
Okay, Emirati dirham. What made them change the name? Okay, so Stanley said yes, it is. Okay, so Dubai is in the UAE. And this chef that I'm telling you guys about, I'm gonna see if I can find his YouTube channel. You can tell wherever he works at and whatever they're baking, they got some money, okay? Because they all got green chef codes. The food looks delicious, and then when they plate it up, it's very elaborate. His food looks so good. And then Blake said 9-7. How are you feeling for real? I'm feeling okay. You know, it's just like what can you do? What can I do? Let me see how I can find that chef's. I'm feeling okay, Blaze. And somebody came through. I'm not gonna name no names, but if you was here, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody came through last night and it was like, "I'm so worried for you," and I was like, "That's understandable, but at this point in time, I don't. I'm still here. I'm still living. I'm still breathing. Still cooking, eating food. You know, this is. I'm going to be all right." And I was like, "Are you gonna come to every live stream crying?" But you know what, Blaze? I feel like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know, I definitely have an uphill battle ahead of me with everything that's going on. It's gonna be a long road. There'll be a lot of days to cry and be sad. But I don't feel like this is one of those days. Like, you know, and I'm very blessed to have made it all these years later. Very blessed, you know, with the whole situation. I'm happy that I was able to be here for Ava, and I still am. Blaze, get him, Blaze. Look, these moderators don't play, okay? As soon as I read the comment, you're gone. But no, I'm very blessed and very happy that, you know, the fact that I've lived my whole life with a brain tumor and I've been able to accomplish all this is crazy. And I also feel like it's like a surreal experience. The last time I had brain surgery, I literally went into the hospital because I had a car accident. And then I was like, they were like, you need surgery. I'm like, what? So it is different this time because I've had months to kind of like mentally prepare. And so, yeah, we're just getting ready, like, you know, behind the scenes. And Stanley said, Chef, your story is amazing, even to an old man like me. So we just kind of been getting things ready behind the scenes. You know, I've been talking to my sisters and, you know, it is gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, Chrissy, we see you, Chrissy. That's it. Never mind. Look, when you're in the chat, you only need to say what you're gonna say one time. I'm gonna, I can see it. You don't have to be repetitive. And yes, Stanley, I do have family in Alaska. My whole family is here. When I was, I think I was 19. I moved away to Oregon for culinary school, right? I ended up meeting a man. We got married, and I had Ava down there. I was in Oregon probably for like 7 years. We got divorced. I moved back to Oregon, and because I moved back to Alaska. The reason why I moved back to Alaska because I wanted my daughter to be raised around family. I also needed help with my daughter, and so my whole family's here. I moved back, and then 4 months later, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and I was just thankful that I was around my family. But yes, I have a lot of family here. And shout out to my big sister, Miss Solistic, and also Nikisha. She be coming through. She be coming through. Um, and Blaze said, I don't know what these people be on, but we're not doing any disrespect over here. Take it elsewhere. Amen, amen, Blaze. Because you know what? One thing we're going to do is we're going to grow this channel, and it's going to be a positive situation. It's going to be hard for me to talk and tell y'all stories if people are out here saying stuff that's crazy. And we're not going to allow the trolls to get this channel. We're not going to allow it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got time for that. If you don't like it, you could just click off this live stream. It's not that hard. Stanley said, so glad to hear that you got that support. And Blaze said, I got a full clip for every last one of these trolls. Look, I'm telling y'all. I got the laptop right here, Blaze. Between me and Blaze, we ain't letting y'all stay up in here with us. But yes, I do have a lot of family here. They're all very supportive. They love what I'm doing over here on YouTube. And now I'm gonna say this. When I first started my channel, people was looking at me like I was crazy because we are in Alaska. Let's be real here. There are people in Alaska that have very popular YouTube channels, but they don't look like me. And so when I said I wanted to start a YouTube channel, I started Ava's Playtime, then it became 907 Good Eats. This woman, she's the first lady of the church, and I was like, yeah, I want to start. We already had Ava's Playtime at that point. I was like, yeah, I want to start a YouTube channel called 907 Good Eats where I eat food. Y'all, this first lady laughed in my face. She was like, what? That's crazy. And started laughing. I'm talking about like a deep belly laugh. You know when you do like a surface laugh and then you do a deep belly laugh? She was laughing. And I was like, damn, that was hella rude. And I feel like this. Even if you don't think what I'm doing is smart, she didn't have to do all that. So, even though people were looking at me like I was crazy, I was like, I don't care. I'm going to still continue to do what I'm doing. So I kept on. Later on, they were like, oh, we want you to come to our church. No, I ain't coming. Because y'all didn't support my ideal. You don't get to reap the fruits. You don't get to reap the fruits of my labor. And you're trying to have me sit out there, sit in your congregation and put me on Facebook Live to run y'all pockets up. And you know what? But, but I got the last laugh at the end of the day because you know what? I believed in myself. And I still do. Even now, I believe in myself. I believe in this channel. I believe in Ava's Playtime. I believe that I'm going to be okay. And then my sister said, Bible thumpers are the worst ones. Yes. And you know what? I always believed in myself. I think a lot of people don't believe in themselves. They don't trust themselves, or maybe they don't trust God. I don't really know what it is, but if I have an idea and you don't like it, that's okay. But you don't got to be laughing and snickering and all. You don't got to do all that. You know what happened? And I ain't going to name the church because I don't want to put their business out here. You know what happened after I started my YouTube channel and people started seeing that it was successful? You know what they did? They hopped on YouTube themselves. And they live stream now too. They was only on Facebook before. Now they're on YouTube. Just say I inspired you. It's not that hard, but keep going. Don't give up. I'm gonna be fine. Everything gonna work out. Not the way. Sometimes things don't work out the way we want them to, and they work out the way God has them planned for you. And I think that is the hardest part. is really not knowing the plan, not knowing the why at that point in time. But I was on No Captivity with Freedy's Bible study last night, or not last night, yesterday. He said a beautiful prayer for me. Definitely, deeply appreciate it. And I, No Captivity with Freedy, he does this 24-hour, 48-hour live stream to infinity and beyond. So I'm gonna definitely slide by there soon. Soon. He take live streaming to a whole nother level. Let me do this. I got my drink over here. Let's see if I can get this into the. Got my OJ right here. You know what? When I be bringing all this food here, I don't eat it all. I just look better for the camera. Oh my goodness, Blaze, you are so correct. Giving up isn't even an option. That's when you ultimately lose for real. That's exactly how I feel. I was like, I might as well try. That's how I feel with this YouTube channel. That's how I feel about my health. It's like, I don't think anybody should ever give up on themselves if God has not given up on you. And you know God has not given up on you if you're still breathing, waking up every day, you know what I'm saying? But like, giving up, I don't even know what I would do. Like, once you give up, then what do? Do you just lay around for the rest of your days complaining? That's crazy. I got some bananas here. You know what song I keep thinking about? Y'all remember on the Cosby Show when she was singing? She was like, "I'm going down." That's what I keep thinking about. I'm going down. And hey, Oakley, how are you doing? We got a fruit salad. We got bagel, cantaloupe, bananas, Greek yogurt, coffee, OJ. We got a little bit of everything, and we just eating breakfast. We chilling. This was gonna be a members only live stream, but the one I do with Ava will be the members only live stream, cause y'all not gonna get out here and disrespect my baby, okay? Not you, Oakley. You good, but the other people, some of y'all need to be whooped. Let me get a napkin. Some of y'all need to be whooped. They're talking about people's kids. That's crazy. And you know what? Crazy. In real life. Some of y'all need to be whooped. They're talking about people's kids. That's crazy. Okay, that was my laptop. What I was gonna say is, like, in real life, I don't know where these trolls exist. Because they don't be coming up to me talking crazy like they do here on YouTube. But some of y'all need to get whooped. Talking about people's kids. Facts. I've made the mistake of giving up before more than once, and it always came with a price. Never again. You know what, Blaze? I always feel like this. The amount of time you spend, like, crying and whining and giving up, you could put that same energy into working hard and getting where you want to get to. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, in 2020, I had my first 2 brain surgeries, right? If I would have gave up and became addicted to, like, drugs and all that, that's 5 years of my life that I could have been doing something. versus giving up and you know abusing any substance, whether that be alcohol or drugs. And it's like the same energy people be putting into giving up and crying and complaining. You could put that same energy into working hard and trying to change your situation. And then I feel like I said, you should not give up if God has not given up on you. You know, like it'd be crazy because like every time you know those people in life where every time you see them they cry. And I just want to say, there's nothing wrong with crying, even if you are a man or a woman. But after a while, it's like, all right. Every time I see you, you crying. Every time I see you, you complaining. Every time I see you, it's somebody else's fault. And you know, there's this I don't know why, but people have a very big issue with taking accountability. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I was wrong. Like, there's really nothing wrong with that. Or you're going to spend your whole life running around playing victim when you could just say it was my fault, I did it. Okay. More, I have never, Blake said exactly, but more, I have never tried this yogurt before. But let's go ahead and try it more. I was in the grocery store, right? And you know, people in Alaska are very friendly, is what I would say. I was in the grocery store and I was like, oh, I want to get some Greek yogurt. And this woman was like, this is the one you need to get. And she like, people be having time to talk out here, okay? I ended up having to walk away. Because she was like, you got to try this Greek yogurt. It's really, really good. And then she told me about some other flavors. I was like, all right, Leigh, I got to go. People be having time to talk out here. They will stop you in the store. The other day, I was doing Uber Eats, right? I do that sometimes to help to get out, get walking, get out, you know, get my little exercise in. There's this older couple that was walking by my car, and they was like, "Oh, we was just talking about your car." They were like, "Is that a Saturn View?" I was like, "Yeah, it is." I was like, "It's a 2006," and they were like, "They don't make those anymore, do they?" I was like, "No, they don't." So when I have car issues, you know, it's harder to get it fixed. And they were like, well, your car looks like it's in great condition. Y'all, people love to talk out here. And that's why I be talking to them too. Okay, more said I have all the time. If I don't have Greek yoga, I got Nosa. Is it pronounced Nosa? We might have to look up the pronunciation for that. Well, every time I see a lot of other people in this app, they're absolutely crying, bro. Blaze, me and Blaze have had the opportunity to see the crazy people and then to see the good people. So we've kind of like, unfortunately, I think it's unfortunately, we have experienced both sides of YouTube. I don't, Blaze, how do we always get put in these situations where we're looking at crazy people? And more said, yeah, it's good. The blueberry one, fire. Okay, we finna try this because you spoke good on it. The one in the grocery store spoke good on it. We gonna try it. And I always see this one. Oh, they have a honey one more. And Stanley said Nosa isn't bad. I think there are better brands. You know what's a good brand that we used to have at my job? One more. And one of the I'm gonna mute the screen so it doesn't do that. One brand that we used to have at my job is Elenos. Have you guys ever tried Elenos Greek yogurt? And do they put salt on the roads in UK? They put rocks. They put rocks on the road, and in May you'll see a lot of I think they're called street sweeper trucks. And you'll see them all over town cleaning the roads. But they use rocks. But more came in with the tape. Nah, more. We ain't see that. We ain't hear. Ooh, this is good. Okay. And this is a lot of yogurt too. I'll probably like eat a little bit of it and put some in the fridge and have it for later. This is really good. This is good. Okay. See, this is why you be listening to people's recommendations. Sometimes they be trash, but sometimes this one was a good one. Mmm. This is really good. Wow. This reminds me of Elenos Greek yogurt. Mmm. This is good. This is really good. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to dip some fruit in here. Morris said Zoe is the best overall. Do y'all like Chobani? I always get. Oh, you know what else is good? I think they make a Greek yogurt, Tillamook. But Tillamook is a little bit more on the spendier side. Mmm. This is good. Let me put some banana in here. This is really, really good. We're gonna try to put a little bit of banana in here and we're gonna see what this is hitting for. Dang. Y'all, if y'all see this yogurt in the store, y'all gonna have to get you some. And then, okay, Omega's, sorry. Moore said, try Zoe orange cream. Mmm. Oh my goodness, this is good. Okay, we're gonna look up how to pronounce Nosa. See if they got anything on there. Oh, Nosa is actually nose in Russian.
Nosa. Nosa.
Okay, Nosa. Nosa. Oh my goodness, this is really, really tasty with that banana in there. Woo! Mmm. I got another flavor too. I got strawberry banana. Okay, we live, baby, we live. Stanley said I like Okos or Chobani. I generally use plain yogurt for cooking. I use a cheesecloth to drain the liquid. My son liked the flavored yogurt, so. Oh, you know what I made the other day? I made Greek yogurt parfaits. And some of them I did make with a strawberry Greek yogurt, and then some I made with plain. Hey, best friend, how are you doing? Look, I know she gonna always lie through, whether that's in the beginning or the end. And look, she don't play that, y'all. So be on y'all best behavior. It's good. Okay, Moore said, when y'all was kids, did y'all eat frozen or regular? Did y'all Go-Gurt frozen or regular in the fridge? Okay, so when I get Go-Gurt, I put some in the fridge and I put some in the freezer. I feel like Ava loves them in the freezer, but I'm telling y'all, when I invest in something and I buy a whole box, Ava doesn't like it anymore, and it's so frustrating. Definitely picky eater. Why more? Why you don't like me to put Go-Gurt in the freezer? It's frozen yogurt. And I said, yep, I'm here, love. Been kind of busy. Sorry, because I got family here from Florida, so I've been busy cooking and attending to them. No worries, Liliana. Last night you said you was having what's it? I forgot what kind of liquor it was, but you was having margaritas and tequila shots. How did your night end? But no worries, no worries. I've been busy myself, and like I've been like my streaming has kind of been like. That's just why I say turn notifications on. Okay, they were Captain Morgan margaritas, which I've never had before. And I said I haven't slept. Oh my goodness, girl. And then, Sally said I will put it in the freezer and take it out to thaw it so it's a slushy smoothie. I like frozen yogurt. And when I used to eat Yoplait, I don't eat that no more. I heard bad things about it. When I used to eat Yoplait, I think I'm saying it right. I used to put them in the freezer, and then when you take it out, it's like frozen yogurt. It's so good. Hey, Liliana said she got so turned she went into the next day with it. Liliana, how do you feel? Do you have like a you know when people drink, they'll do a remedy the day after. Do you have any remedies? Or I never was a fan of them, but a lot of people would drink Bloody Marys. Bro, miss me with all that. Okay, so we got a Greek yogurt that's delicious. You see this in the store? Go ahead and get this. Look, take a mental picture, y'all. This is delicious. Okay, Stanley, do you drink Bloody Marys? And he said the remedy is don't drink too much. Exactly. I don't even know how people be alcoholics. Because, man, I'll drink. I'll have one bad night. But I'll be throwing up. And I'm like, I'm done for the next couple of months. Ain't that serious to me. But, like, that stuff be hurting your stomach. When you drink too much. And it's. Once I have that bad experience, I'm done. So I'm going to eat a little bit of cantaloupe for y'all. Alright. Another one bites the dust. And another one. And another one. Another one bites the dust. I don't know, like, do y'all trolls? I guess y'all love to troll, but it just seems so stupid to me. I never heard of that in Stanley. Red Eyes Beer and Wheat. And you know what? Y'all got a lot of smoke for these old people. You young people better hope and y'all better pray that you even see old age. Okay? Old age is a blessing. And that's the problem with y'all now. Y'all don't respect the elders. And y'all want to come up here and throw shots at them. You better be asking them what they did to survive. Because y'all not going to make it out here. Look, y'all better be asking for advice. Y'all the ones on YouTube crying and carrying on, talking about so and so did you win, but then you want to disrespect the elders, and you wonder why. Wonder why? Look, y'all done got me triggered. Okay, we love the elders, we love the young people. There's a lot that we can learn from the elders. Oh, and I said, no, I don't. I do not drink that, and I do not get hangovers either. Liliana, you don't get hangovers? Girl, how long you been drinking tequila for? And did you make the Captain Morgan margaritas? But look, I'm smart, so I be talking to the older people, the old folks. I be talking to them and getting knowledge, and that's what y'all need to do, cause y'all out here slow. Anyway, mmm. Wow, and you say, yeah, you don't even get hangovers. See, I do. This cantaloupe is so good. So what I did with the cantaloupe is I put it in the fridge. I put it in the fridge after, and it was cold when I was cutting it. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to NF's YouTube channel. She do a whole bunch of stuff over there, and I always got this one dread that don't want to comply. But she be doing a whole bunch of stuff over there, cooking, playing hangman, a lot of family events as well. And I love her channel. I'm always over there. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Hey, lady, how are you doing? Um, Lady said, I've been listening, but you not drinking. Sorry, sis. Nope, you made me calm and shaking my head. Y'all, I'm just chilling and relaxing. Didn't really want to talk too much. And sis, I'll see you in. You see me in OCT stands for October, right? Do you get lots of kids knocking for Halloween, or you go trick or treating with Niecy Poo? Okay, back when I was younger, we used to do trick or treating. But recently, what I have discovered is a lot of these churches will do trunk or treating. Trunk or treating is so much better because then you just walk around the parking lot, get lots of candy, and you get to go home afterwards. And like the weekend before Halloween, we'll do events. Sometimes we'll even do a little Halloween party at the house. But lady, are you going somewhere? What you mean October? Are you going somewhere, lady? And I'm not drinking, sis. I was talking to NF about how she was drinking last night. She had Captain Morgan margaritas and tequila shots. Where you going? Where you? How you just skipped to October? Where you going? Are you okay, lady? Yes, and lady, we love lady here too. Lady be having this role. Would you come up? And shout out to lady because she does not come up on a lot of panels. People that don't come up on a lot of panels, I'm always super. Sorry, y'all, my mouth is like juicy because that pineapple. People that don't come up on panels, I always am like so happy that they feel comfortable enough on 907 Goodies to come up. And hey, young Reyes, how are you doing? How are you doing? And lady said NF can drink. That's what our people do, and we can handle it well. Not handle it will not mean too much. Where's the link at? I'm on my phone, and I think for you to invite people, you have to set it up that way in the beginning. Now, if anybody in the chat knows a little bit more about YouTube and I'm wrong, please let me know because, like I said, chef first, YouTuber second. I be winging it on a lot of these days. And Lady said, I'll come to Alaska. And NF said, let me find out lady being on the panel. It's quick. She'll be up here quick. She'll show us her hair, her nails. And then she'll come up to look at everybody crazy. But when I was talking about Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates, she came up during that live stream. And you know what's crazy? Okay, so when she came up, StreamYard went down around the world, and lady was left up there and it kicked me out. And we was in communication. But yes, lady has canned up a couple of times. And she brought a great perspective to that specific topic because she is someone that's married, she is a wife, she know how to move in these streets, but she had a lot to say about Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates. And lady said, I'm thinking about it. You know why? Look, lady, if you come to Alaska, I'm gonna cook for you. And they said, but not with me, girl. You know, NF, you were always invited. And lady is so sweet. She said, meet us there, NF, in Alaska, and we can go and help our sis. I know you know why. Shout out to lady. And I love that, you know, I love that y'all praying for me. Y'all care so much. I definitely appreciate it. And I appreciate it so much, you know. Because it's like, I don't know really what's going on with the world, but there's not a lot of love. Not a lot of genuine love left in the world. So I'm really thankful for this channel that we've been able to create an environment where there is love and we actually do care about each other. You know what I'm saying? Because like the love is running out in the world. I don't know what's going on, but I'm happy that we created an environment where there is love, there is good food, we have genuine conversations, and you know, people that don't normally cam up on other shows feel comfortable coming up, joining the panel. If we're in StreamYard, because you guys know that when you guys give your opinion, I'm not going to sit there and nitpick everything and try to argue with you. I'm going to let you give your opinion whether I agree or not. And it's just a good environment, which is hard to find in today's time. And then Drip said, exactly. Lady said, no, you won't. Look, Lady is the only person that can yell at me from the chat. Change my little Foodiegang gang. She put 4 gangers on there. Only Lady. Lady said, no, you won't. I'll cook for you. You will be recovering and chilling. Your sisters will take care of you. You won't be cooking for months after this week. So cook on. Then hope you told them. You know what is so crazy? 8 months after my last 2 brain surgeries, I actually went back to school 8 months later. God is so good. And I went to Hawaii 5 months after my brain surgery. I got a tattoo, I think like 4 months later. Like, it was so crazy. But you know what I felt like? I felt like I wanted to live my life to the fullest after I had my first 2 brain surgeries. But I was actually like doing a lot. It was crazy. It's crazy. It's not what you would think. Or I didn't really know what I would be like after the surgery because I had never had known anyone that had brain surgery or anything. I never known. I was like the first story that I knew. But since telling my story and then over the years, one of the people I used to work with told me that he had a brain tumor too. But and then I was in the rehab, right? And the nurse was like, "Oh, my son has one too." And I'm like, "Dang, why are all these people getting brain tumors?" But you know how like you start driving a certain car, and then you see everybody with that car. I think it's kind of like that same that same thing with like surgery or illnesses. Like if you have some type of like disease or long term illness, you start realizing more people have it. And then NF said exactly, sis, and a lady said amen. Rhea said I am officially finished with college. Well, congratulations. College is a big accomplishment because there are so many moments where you want to give up. Uh, so many moments. And then, lady, we need to come down there and help you out. But, lady, we can lay up together and chill. Gonna be a lot of chilling. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to be fine. We gotta speak it into existence. And we're gonna live every day up until surgery, you know? We got a fruit salad here that we made last night on live. Cantaloupe, bananas, bagel, Greek yogurt. We got a whole bunch of food here. And shout out to Sun Peak for the $20.43. Sending that all the way from the United Arab Emirates. I said it right? I think I said it right. So shout out to you. Lady said, no, you needed more miles so you recovered and help me. You know what? Well, I'm proud of Trip too because college is hard. When I went to culinary school, when I went through the baking class, I wanted to give up. I really I had a hard time with baking because it's not like cooking. Cooking, if it don't taste right, you can add a little bit more seasonings. You could do something to fix it. It's not that same way with baking. You really have to follow the recipe to the T. Which is why I struggled with baking because I was looking at it the same way as cooking. But I say all this to say, when you're going through college, there are so many things that happen that make you want to give up. And I feel like, you know, that's the moral of the story as far as life too. Like, just don't give up. Yeah, don't give up. And 0034 said, hi, sister. And Shelly said, really good point with baking. That is why I only do breads and cookies. Look, if you know, then you know. But when you're cooking like savory food or in the kitchen, you can just add in what you need. I can taste it like, oh, okay, it needs more salt. It needs more Cajun seasoning. It needs more oregano. But when you baking, look, think you gonna add something a little bit over the measurement, whole thing come out different. And I just wasn't used to that. You know what I'm saying? And when you get like box mixes or you get pre-made cookies and all you gotta do is bake them. Well, in this class, we were baking everything from scratch. Oh, so hard. I wanted to quit. I was like, can y'all just flunk me? I'm tired of this. Bro, I went home. I had like a whole breakdown. But I did not give up. I passed that class with a D. A D, y'all. Look, they did me dirty up in that class. Yes, Stanley said baking is chemistry, basically. It sure is. And it's like, it takes so long too. You spend all day making 12 cupcakes. And then the next day you gotta come back and make your frosting. It's just too much. I'd rather cook, and then cooking don't take that long. You get done with it, that same day. Um, but when, and now my chat has stopped working on here, but that's okay, because I got the laptop right here. We ain't going, I don't know. YouTube got it out for your girl. I don't know what's going on. And 0034 said South Indian food. Um not as well as you probably do. Hey Honda, what's going on? Honda, I want you to know there's no onions in here. And I said it because I knew you were gonna say it. No onions in here though. We got bananas, Greek yogurt, a fruit salad here, bagels, cream cheese, coffee, orange juice. We got a whole lot of stuff. This is orange juice over here. Whole lot of stuff. Jihan always come up in here talking mess, but we love Jihan over here. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. He said no onions with fruit. Wow. Jihan, I do not use onions that much. Okay, you're being dramatic. Honda, how are you doing there? Are you going to go live today? Are you going to go live today? Okay, so Angie Honda just dropped the link for his YouTube channel. Y'all go make sure y'all go check it out. He said, happy day, people. Okay, on Gianna's channel, you're going to see a little bit of everything. A lot of reaction videos. You're going to see Tiana Taylor over there. But a lot of reaction videos talks about football, health, and wellness. It truly is a little bit of everything. Gihanna is very funny, though. Gihanna be having me rolling. And you know what's so funny? When I was talking about Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner, guess who came up? Guess who came up and gave their 2 cents? Honda. He was like 907. 907. You can't just blame Kevin Gates. You don't think Brittany Renner has something to do with it? I said, bro, both of them are weird. It's both their faults. I'm not. Y'all, people was coming for me over that Kevin Gates. They said I was trying to tear a black man down. Y'all, Kevin Gates don't even identify as one of us, so y'all need to stop it. Sally said, Chef, I used to have a girlfriend from Mississippi who would serve tomato rounds with onion rounds on top. You would never think that would be a good breakfast side, but it was. She would do it for breakfast too. You know what? I have actually met a lot of people from Mississippi in my day. Shout out to the dark skinned people. Everybody that I met from there has been dark skinned. I know there's probably some light skinned people, but I'm just saying. I've seen a lot of chocolate brothers coming out of Mississippi. Oh, Kevin Gates is from your hometown, which is what you said, North Carolina, Charlotte. Y'all is up here ready to defend Kevin Gates, and he don't even identify with y'all. So, it's got to be garden tomato. So it was a tomato slice with an onion slice. Never heard that before, but I know it's good. Did you put any cream cheese or any sauce on it, or no? Oh, Gihanna said Louisiana. Yes, Kevin Gates did say he was from there. Y'all, but Kevin Gates, I don't know. Well, once people get that money, bro, they just be different. Like, I don't know what he had to do to get that money. This is all alleged, but I think it's safe to say he definitely sold it. So, But like I said, everything here was legit. Okay, y'all, I'm pretty full. I ate quite a bit of everything. The reason I brought a little bit of everything here is because I wanted to show y'all everything. Um, but we had some cantaloupe, bananas, fruit salad. We had a bagel. We had some Greek yogurt and all that. Okay, so I do want to go live again today. I just don't know. I've been having a lot of issues with StreamYard. I'm gonna see if I need any updates. I'm gonna reset my Wi-Fi. But we'll see. And then Stanley said, "Yeah, it works. No, just with like a grits, eggs, sausage, toast type breakfast. The tomato onion thing just worked. Laugh out loud. Oh, you know what? When my mom would make steak, she would put slices of tomato on the plate as well. And she would always do steak with potatoes. And then you have that tomato. Oh, so freaking good. And she would put a little bit of salt and pepper on the tomato. She was the only one I ever saw do that, but it was so good. Like that combination, I don't know what it was about that tomato and that potato and the steak, but it was just delicious. It was really good. Hey Angela, how are you doing? How are you doing? We just having breakfast. We chilling out. Okay, this is what happened. This stream was going to be members only. Something is going on with YouTube, and when I set up a live stream and then I go back to actually start the live stream, it creates a new one. So what I'm going to do is a celebration live stream for Ava is going to be members only. Um, that's what we're going to do for that. And we're either gonna do that stream today or tomorrow. I'm not really too sure. My sister, Miss Holistic, she wants me to go to this comedy show. Y'all know I'll be at home talking to y'all. I don't care for being out and about, but she wants me to go. That's gonna be at like 4 or 5. So like I said, turn notifications on. We're gonna see what we do. Oh, school said, how are the peaches? Okay, so I put the peaches in the fridge. I haven't gone back to check them. I'm going to give them a stir. I actually was going to make peach lemonade, but I was like, oh, I kind of want orange juice for breakfast. But I got to check the peaches in a little bit. During that live stream for Ava, I'm probably going to make a peach lemonade. So I'm going to put some ice in the cup, put some of the macerated peaches, and then pour some lemonade on top. Gonna be good, gonna be good. Stanley said, yes, tomatoes are the bomb. But yeah, my mom would always do steak, tomatoes, and potatoes. So it was really, really good. And Angela said, I love sliced tomatoes and onions with beans and cornbread. Lady said, okay, sis, church flow starting. I'll be in and out. Gotta get the word in, love, okay? Yes, lady, no worries with that. Go ahead and get your word in. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, thank you so much, lady. And y'all support the channel. Subscribe to my new YouTube channel, Time for Tea at 907 Good Eats. That is the new channel we have. We got a couple of videos on there. One short. We're going to be putting more on there. No rush, no rush. And speaking of church, the church I go to has like a 10 o'clock service. And it has a 12 o'clock service. So I think I'm going to go to the 12 o'clock service. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Whew. I am so full. So we have a little bit of everything here. Shout out to Sun O Peak with the $20. Sending that from the United States. No, I already said it wrong. Hold on. United Arab Emirates. I was like, you know, I'm about to say the United States. I knew immediately when I said it. I said this ain't right. This not where we sent it from. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Let me go back and delete this old live stream. I have like this hair sticking out, but it's not. It's just weird. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. You see, y'all, I be getting so mad with these dreads. It's like no matter what I do, there's always one sticking up. It's inevitable. Yeah, you're moving your drip set. I am moving on to something else now. Yeah, you said you wanted to start. What was it called? It was like a group. It was a group that you wanted to start. I forgot what you called it though, Drip. So yeah, we're gonna see. I don't know about the StreamYard Live that we normally do on Sundays, just because I've been having some issues with StreamYard. I'm not sure, and I don't know why my StreamYard is not working because I see other content creators on StreamYard. So and then it makes me. I don't think my Wi-Fi is bad because we've been talking all this time. I don't think it's the Wi-Fi. I may like log out and log back in most likely. I don't know what's going on. And then Young Rhea said 9 7 East. I am gonna volunteer in a community-based project for young people. They're gonna help me with stuff for 2 years. I haven't volunteered in a long time. When I was like in high school, I would volunteer a lot. It was like at this workers association, and one of the things that we used to do at the place I used to volunteer for, and I'm ashamed that I haven't volunteered in years, but I do volunteer on my church sometimes to help them with the streaming. What they would do is they would go to the restaurants and pick up all the old food, or like not even old food, but just the food that they didn't sell. Like there's grocery stores that have food, and then when they don't sell it, and instead of them throwing it away, they would pick it up, and then they would feed the volunteers with that, and then they would go and they would drop it off to people's houses. They just did a lot of stuff to really help people. I think volunteering is great. Just absolutely nothing wrong with it. So yeah, they would pick up food from the restaurants like every night and from the grocery stores, and they would feed the volunteers and also feed other families that are hungry. If you are hungry, hey, what's going on, Emperor? What's going on, Coach Jack? What's up? He said, "What up, though?" 907. Good East. Okay, so YouTube is using handles now. So my handle is actually 907 Good Eats. Yum. And then I'm from Alaska. And then Kojak said, "Praise up to you, 907 Good Eats. Yum." And thanks everyone for the continued prayers for my family and I. Yes, definitely pray for me. Pray for the world. Let's just be real here. Like, the world is kind of it's the world is the world. Okay, that's all we can say. But Kojak, Emperor, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his gaming channel. Emperor, I know you heard about Alligator Alcatraz. I know you've been listening to the birthright citizenship, how that went to the Supreme Court and what they said about it. Empress said, just left my mom's therapy place. Ooh, Lord. Emotional roller coaster. Oh, it's a very emotional process seeing someone that you love not be the best version of themselves. It's hard, but there are going to be people in life that are going to experience surgery, sickness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, but it's very hard. Very, very tough. And then, yes, Empress said, make sure you subscribe to my gaming channel. I am the Lord of the moderators, the hardest working man in all of YouTube and in real life. Angela said, Drip, your volunteer plans are very admirable. It grows you compassion and employers love. I have gotten jobs off my volunteer experience alone. Wow. And Empress said, I heard a little bit about that. Okay. I am used to calling everybody by their channel name. So you guys will probably still hear me refer to people by a different name than what you guys see. That is why. That is why. Yes, y'all. It's woo-wee. It's going down up in the United States. Remember that song by Yo Gotti? It's going down in the DMs. It's going down in the United States right now. It's a lot going on. Emperor said, yeah, they got some foreign old broads that keep walking into folks' room. I keep telling her to stay out of my mom's room. I almost arrested her today. You know what? I knew somebody else that was an older woman, and she was in the hospital as well. And that was one of the complaints I've heard from other people, is that there are people walking into her room. You know? And sometimes you just even want to go and like beat people up, but you know you can't. You know what I'm saying? But when it's your parent, man, like everything just changed. Or when it's someone that you love, but without loved ones advocating for their loved ones, sometimes things will go unnoticed until you like speak up and be like, "Hey, bro, this gotta stop." Okay, so when I was in the hospital last time, right? You know how you like pack a to-go bag when you're staying overnight in the hospital? Well, my surgery was very sudden, so I didn't have a to-go bag, right? My family had to bring stuff to the hospital and drop it off at the front desk, and then they would bring it upstairs. Because during this time, there was no visitors because it was COVID. So I tell my sister how my back hurt so bad, and she brings me a heating pad. Oh my goodness, this heating pad was everything to me, because y'all know the hospital beds are so hard, right? So when she brings this heating pad to me, I'm finally able to get some sleep. And so, you know how the nurses work in 12-hour shifts? So every 12 hours you get a different nurse. So I'm telling the nurse how I can finally sleep now because I have my heating pad. Let me tell you how dirty he did me. I finally have my heating pad. I can sleep now. He was like, oh, do you have to go to the bathroom before you go to sleep? I was like, you know what? Yeah, I do. So he helps me walk to the bathroom. At this point, I'm not really walking on my own. I think I had a walker, which is very weird to have a walker at 27. But I had a walker, so, you know, Big Bang went on, like, I went to the bathroom real slowly with my walker. I left the heating pad on the hospital bed because I was laying on it. Tell me why, when I come out the bathroom, he takes my heating pad. And then he makes my bed up. And I was looking at him like, why did you take my heating pad? He was so freaking nasty. Bro, I was ready to fight over this heating pad. Like, bro, I'm going through all of this. My freaking back hurts. I didn't even know I was gonna be in here for this long, and you just took my heating pad that my family brought to me, right? He takes my heating pad and he's like, "Oh, it's hospital policy that you can't have a heating pad." I started crying. This is how bad my back was hurting. And I'm just like, I'm going through all this. I'm very uncomfortable. I'm not taking IV pain meds at this point. I'm just taking the pills, pain meds, right? I started crying. I get on the phone, I called my sisters. I said, bro, the nurse just took the heating pad that y'all just brought me and said it was hospital policy that they can't have patients in here laying with heating pad. Toy was like, call the nurse manager or the nurse, or she had a title I can't remember. She was like, call her and complain. Tell him you want to speak to his boss. I called him back in here. I said, bro, I want to talk to your boss. So they called the nurse, the head nurse. I said, yo, this freaking dude just took my heating pad. I'm not really on pain meds like that. I just had brain surgery. I'm very uncomfortable and these beds are hard. Right? And the nurse was like, and I'm gonna read that comments in a minute. The nurse was like, I don't blame you. The head nurse. She was like, I don't blame you because if I was in the hospital, these beds are hard. I would want a heating pad too. I said, so can I get my heating pad back? She gave it back to me. You know why she gave it back to me? She was like, you're not on any IV pain meds. There have been cases where people have been on IV pain meds and they have fallen asleep on the heating pad, have gotten burned and sued the hospital. But she was like, you're not on any IV pain meds, so I'm not worried about it. She gave my heating pad back. I never saw that nurse again. Bro, he's one of the people that need to get beat the F up. That was so dirty what he did. And unnecessary. And then Empress said, yeah, my mom had to go into the hospital during that time. I had to do the same thing though. Drop it off at the desk, shaking my head. Yes, when I went into the hospital, it was COVID, so they were not allowing any visitors up. You have to really put your trust in the doctors and you gotta pray. Because it's like, man, who's operating me? I can't even see nobody's face. And no good gonna come to him for that. Please believe. Yes, he was so dirty for that. The way he even did it was like, oh, do you gotta go to the bathroom? And not go to the bathroom. And then he takes my heating pad, makes the bed up, and then I don't even know where he put my heating pad at. He was just so dirty. Like, he's one of those people who thinks he's the manager, but he's not. And 58, how are you doing? Okay, so Stanley came with the correction. It's the nurse manager. Yep. I called them immediately, and I was glad Toya told me to call them. Because that was some bullshit that he did. Was very foul and very dirty and very grimy. And then I come out the bathroom. He got his hands behind his back. Like, bro, are you the warden or are you the nurse? Come on now. Yeah, I never forget that story. And then Empress said, damn the policy, that's why when they tell me that I take matters in my own hands and dare them to do something about it. Yeah, you was talking to me about a policy. Bro, my freaking back hurts. I've been in the hospital for like 2 weeks at this point. My back hurts, okay? And then it's like, why did you come over here doing this? Why? What was the purpose of you doing this? She gave me my heating pad back. Now you're looking crazy. They took him off of, I never saw him again. Yeah. Bro, I was talking about that dude loudly on the phone. I was shaking. And Emperor said, yeah, the nurse managers hate when I call them. Yep. If you have an issue in the hospital, take it above that person's head. Because some of the things, I get it about the policy, but bro, leave me alone. Why did you come over here doing this? And then Stanley said, give him some credit, chef. He might have been new. That is what senior nurses managers are for. He might have been new. He that may be true. But on that specific day, he messed with the wrong one. Because I'm not gonna just take your word from me. I want to talk to the boss. And then it's like, why are you over here harassing me? I'm not even doing nothing. Yeah, I was hot. And most Miss Holistic, yeah, she remembered this because I called them on the phone. I said, bro, we was hot. She said, I was mad at that shit. Well, I'm not. I'm a hothead over my sister, bro. Girl, my back with her. This is the worst back pain I ever had. Imagine laying in the hospital bed for 3 weeks. Anybody back on her? And then Stanley said, I'm an elder, so I know experience counts towards wisdom. Maybe it does. But my thing is this, there are so many other people that actually need help in the hospital. Are you over here harassing me? For what? I'm laying here perfectly fine. I'm telling you how happy I am that my family brought me a heating pad. And you see, I'm happy. And he was like, how can I ruin this? Um, and y'all worried about a lawsuit. Look, bro, I'm not even thinking about suing y'all. I'm singing on my back. And then Kojak said, Miss Solicity, I'm the same about my parents. I one time had the chief of emergency medicine hemmed up in the collar in front of the police. Look, Emperor about that life. Plus, at our hospital, I'm friends and patients with the chief of urology. So when I drop his name, people panic and start running. That, as Stanley said, that male nurse actually met the right one. He probably learned the lesson. He sure did. He sure did. And I'm not saying this has anything to do with color or anything, but I'm just wanting y'all to know the dynamics. I'm a black woman. He was a white man. He definitely learned to leave us the hell alone. But yeah, bro, like, you gonna mess around and lose your job today talking to me. And you came over here. You came over here, and shout out to the mods. Come up in here saying what you want, but you ain't gonna be here for long. He definitely learned about black women that day. Okay, because look, and look, at that time, my family couldn't come into the hospital. This time, they coming into the hospital. They gonna see for themselves. They gonna be able to ask the questions. Y'all can do what y'all want, but Kiki and Toya will cuss y'all out. Yes. No, the Stanley, the nurse manager, not that color matters, but it matters for this story so y'all can understand the positions. Or y'all can understand all the details. She was a white woman and she was big bone. And in 2020, I did weigh less, but I still was thick. So she was like, bro, if I had to lay up in this bed too, I would want to eat in bed. And then Emperor said he got home with the old country way. Please believe, yes. He met his match that day. Because anybody else would have let it go. Me, I'm calling the manager. And Miss Alyssa said, yep, I got a short fuse. Yeah. Look, I'm not messing with y'all. I'm minding my business. I got my heating pad. I'm in my room minding my business. Leave me alone. Maybe he was new, but he learned that day, I ain't the one. And the way he did it was just so shady. But hey Nisha, how are you doing? And Stanley said BRB. And Kojak said, Emperor, play Ray Charles, Pepsi commercial. You got the right one, baby. Yeah. Look, look, I don't, I'm not a gangster. I believe in snitching. I'm a law-abiding citizen. And if you do something to me that I don't like, I'm gonna tell your boss on you. Okay. So with that being said, please leave me alone. Yes, Miss Alyssa, I agree. She said YouTube needs to change the handles back. I can't tell who it is. Yeah, or I can't tell who is who. Yeah, I agree with that because I feel like I've seen some people that I've seen before, but because it's your handles now, I'm like, oh, I know that person, but I'm not too sure, so I just say, hey. And we got the UK in the building. How are you doing, Thomas? How are you doing? Um, but yeah, he learned that day. He got humbled. He got humbled real quick. And Emperor, I feel like YouTube is trying to be like TikTok, but I don't know why. Like, I don't get it. Thomas said, "Are you coming over to see me?" No, I don't even know you, bro. Y'all be so weird out here. Don't make no sense. That's it for you. Look, I look. It'd be so weird cause some of y'all be like some of the guys that like, I love you. I'm like, bro, you don't know me. And like, I don't know, it's just weird. I get when some of y'all say who've been here from day one, and you know, y'all came up, I've cammed up before, but when you have an icon and you're saying I love you and I've never seen you before, it is kind of weird, but we on the internet, y'all. So okay, so Emperor say, go sip on some of that nasty Earl Grey and eat them dry ass scones. But yeah, I feel like if you're gonna be telling somebody you love them and all that stuff, you need to have a picture of yourself. You need to have hit somebody's panel before. You need to be a real person, or it just becomes very creepy. One time, y'all, man, it's crazy. Okay, one time, somebody had a ski mask for their profile picture, and they were like, "Let's get married." And then NF came in, and she was like, "Chef, you should marry them." I'm like, "Bro, they have a whole ski mask on for their picture." She was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." You cannot be asking somebody to marry you and you got a ski mask on. It don't even make no sense. And hey, Nita, how are you doing? How are you doing? But yeah, it's weird people. Like, it's just not everybody's weird, but there just are some weird people on here. Okay, and then the blue checks, the wrenches, are given by my choice. So I know some people do it where some people do it where it's like if you donate to the channel, they'll give you a wrench. But I don't do that. If I see you in here often, if we are at a point where we need more moderators, we actually have a lot of moderators, and y'all see Kojak me playing with y'all. We had NF in here. We have Blaze in here. We got my sister. We got some good moderators, and we got Lady. So we're good right now on the moderators. At this point in time, we are good. Ember said, Swing and a miss. That's the latest contestant on The Price is Wrong. Yeah. And I love when Emperor be like timing people out and blocking them. Because Emperor will always say something funny about it or what that person said. He'll block you, then he'll clap back. And it's so funny. So hilarious. But yeah, that's not how blue checks work. That's not how wrenches work. You don't come in and be like, can I get a wrench? How about you show some consistency and you're here at every live stream? That is how the people that got wrenches have wrenches. You know what I'm saying? They're consistent. Amber said the king of insults. The king of the insults. And I'll tell y'all this. Mm-mm-mm. Emperor, this one here is driving me crazy. Emperor be on some tough channels, okay? With some tough channels, I'll be like, I'm scared to comment. So Emperor, he been around, he's the lower than the moderators. He been around these streets. He know what it is, what it is. Emperor said, go back and sip on that nasty Earl Grey and dry scones. Oh, we said the original moderator of both Fight Club channels. There was more than one Fight Club channel. I never knew that. See, I don't like watermelon, but I'll get down some cantaloupe. Okay? Look at that juice. You can just hear it. You just hear the juice. He said, yeah, the one everybody saw was the second one. The original one got taken down for... Ooh. Ooh, I never knew that, Emperor. And honestly, I never saw Fight Club myself. I just heard about it. I was on YouTube all this time, but I was watching different stuff. I didn't know that. I didn't never even saw panel shows. I didn't know people was arguing like this with their computer screen. I didn't know none of this stuff was going on. Ava just woke up. Say, hey, Ava.
Hi.
Well, she's tired. I'm gonna make you some fruit salad and the bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, I didn't know all this stuff was going on with YouTube until I came over here and made 907 Good Eats. Even now, I stay out the way. I don't got nothing to do with none of it. And, yeah, Anton gave me a wrench before he even gave his wife a wrench. Yeah, because you and Anton go way back, right? And hey, how are you doing, H1M? How are you doing? So, that's why I stay out of a lot of these debates on Facebook, or not Facebook, on YouTube. Because I realize that there is a lot of history tied into a lot of these arguments. And I am not familiar with the history. I don't know the background. I don't know who beefing with who. So I just stay out of it and I be quiet and I smile. Because I don't know what is going on. And I'm just be a student and I try to focus on my content. Because, you know, some of y'all been on YouTube for years. It's too much history to dig into. I just focus on my content and how I can learn how to make content better and learn how to create. That's what I focus on. I don't focus on all the drama. It's too much for me. You know, I need YouTube drama for dummies. You know how they have those yellow books? And it'll be like for dummies? That's what I need. Because I don't know what is going on. I don't even get who beefing with who. I don't know. And, um, I'm doing good, H1M. I'm doing good. That reminds me, that sounds like a COVID or a medical name. Yeah, Anton, his wife, and I go back almost 30 years. I was in the classroom and Anton first saw his wife and hollered at her. I knew they was gonna get married one day. Oh, that's so sweet. I've actually met a lot of people that have been married for years. I used to work for a dermatologist, and I would meet a lot of couples that have been married for a long, long time. Fast forward till today, I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't know. But you guys, this is Sunday Foodiegang breakfast. We are going to do a members only live stream. I don't know when. I don't know what the next live stream is going to be. I'm going to see if my StreamYard is working. It keeps kicking me out when I try to share a video. I don't know what's going on. Try to reset my internet. See if I need any updates, or maybe my Windows, or maybe my the internet browser I use. I'm gonna see. So we're gonna see. But if I do another live stream, we'll be talking about Alligator Alcatraz, and then we'll be doing the Ava celebration live stream to celebrate Ava, because Ava is the reason we're all here. I first started making. Okay, Kojak says, sounds like a StreamYard issue. It's been buggy lately. I know. I feel like the last 2 weeks, my StreamYard has been tripping. I don't think it's my Wi-Fi, because I've been talking to y'all for almost 2 hours. We had the live stream last night. My internet looks like it's good. I got all the bars. But for some reason, StreamYard keeps kicking me out. And, you know, so I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream today on StreamYard. I don't know. We might just go off my phone until I go in surgery. I don't know. Yeah, but there are other YouTubers that be on StreamYard and it's fine. But mine is be tripping. That's alright though. I'm still gonna find a way to talk to y'all. But that's all for this episode. Shout out to Sun Peak for being the sponsor of this show. Thank you guys so much. We have fruit salad, cantaloupe, bananas, bagel, and this really good Greek yogurt. If you guys see this in the store, go ahead and get it. This is my first time trying it, and it was delicious. Yeah, I don't know if it's a streamer issue. My sister's been telling me to get another streaming service, and I probably will do that, but I'm not going to worry about it now. I'm going to worry about it later on in life. But Empress said peace and blessings, everyone. Yes, you guys. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to see how to make this fruit salad, last night we actually did the prep for the fruit salad. So go ahead and check out last night's live stream. We did 9,000 views. I don't know what it is, but when I be prepping, y'all love it. Y'all like the prep episodes better than anything else. So I will see y'all in the next one. Comment down below and let me know what is your favorite thing to eat for breakfast. Let me know what your favorite thing to eat is for breakfast. Shout out to all the moderators, especially during this episode. We had a lot of trolls. But the trolls were met with the knives. We cut them out the picture, keeping this channel positive. But thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I'm your host, and this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. I'll see y'all in the next one.